Hi everyone, thank you so much for having me today. My name is Zaki, and before starting, I would love to thank the organizers here tonight for this amazing initiative, amazing summit that gathers women no matter what size we are, no matter what shape we are, no matter what color we are, under the same umbrella to share our stories together, to empower and inspire each other. This means so much to me to be one of your speakers and to share my story. I'm so grateful for this opportunity. And before starting, I would love to ask you a question. Did you ever feel like you are sometimes in a secret battle with your weight? Or maybe in a secret battle with the scales, the bathroom scales? Did you ever hear about this myth that if in order to lose weight, you need to exercise more and eat less? Well, if your answers are yes, you are the same like myself. I have been struggling with my weight for over 20 years, since I was 14 years old. For 20 years, almost 2 decades, I have been struggling in a cycle, a silly cycle called yo-yo diet cycle. I have been believing this myth that in order to lose weight, I need to eat less, cut carbs, and actually, cutting carbs is like Mount Everest to me. For me, I have to climb all over Mount Everest to be able to cut carbs. I'm coming from an Egyptian family, so I'm emotionally connected to food, rice, bread, like every one of us. We have this emotional connection, love to food, and we go for food for comfort. So I have been stuck in this yo-yo cycle for almost 20 years until 5 years ago I came to Australia. And it's obvious that I'm not Australian, as you can see from the way I look, from the way I dress, from my accent. So 5 years ago, I migrated here to Australia with my family and my husband. And actually, the first year as a migrant is the worst experience you can ever go through. All the stress is on you. My whole focus was on my kids, try to simulate them, try to make them cope with the new community culture. So in this area, in this time, I completely forgot about myself. I completely ignored myself. For almost 20 years, I wasn't really practicing self-care anyway, but this was my rock bottom, as we can say. I was emotionally devastated. I was clinically depressed. And I had a couple of health issues. I had vitamin D and vitamin B and D deficiencies, and also I had some thyroid symptoms, hypothyroid symptoms. But I was conditioned. I grew up looking to my mom and see my mom ignoring all of these symptoms, health symptoms, whether it's emotionally or physically, in order to be labeled a good mom. Don't we have this same role model in our lives? Moms should ignore themselves completely just to be a good mom. So I was conditioned the same. And at this point, while I'm hitting my rock bottom, I wasn't able to go to the doctor and see what's wrong with me. I was having severe pain all over my body, but yet I ignored everything. Until I decided, I said to myself, May, let's go for a diet. Why did I think to go on a diet? Because for the 20 years I have been struggling with my weight and with the yo-yo diet cycle, I have been associated myself with the number on the scale. Do you ever feel the same feeling that your worthness is associated with just the number on the scale? So I was the same. I started to look in the mirror and see myself ugly because I was heavy and big on the scale. We have been conditioned as young women and young girls that if the number on the scale is high, your self-worth is low. And this is what I completely felt in front of the mirror. And in order to start accept myself again, I decided to go on a diet again. So I still remember this week very clearly. For almost 7 days, I didn't, like for 7 days, I went to bed every single day starving. Starving. I was like, I skipped dinner. I skipped everything that I love, especially carbs, in order to look good on the scale. So the 7 days finished, and I was really, really excited to see my results. And the moment came, and here I was in my bathroom, ready to step on the scale. And when I stepped on the scale kept coming up and up and up. At the moment, I felt I wanted to scream, stop, but the scale kept going up and up until my heart sank. Seriously, my heart sank. I didn't lose 1 gram. I didn't lose 1 inch. This was my rock bottom where I decided that I will quit fighting with my scale, fighting with my body anymore. That's enough. Enough is enough. I'm tired. I'm sick. That's it. I have to accept myself overweight. I'm I have been struggling a lot to accept myself, so I decided to accept myself as I am. And I started to think about shifting my focus from the body, from my physical body, to my mind. So I decided to start learning new or getting new qualification in order to get a job here in Australia. As a migrant, it's very hard to find a job. So I started to look for new qualifications, and coming from a business mindset, marketing and administration, I started to shift it to a new career. And something came across me which was very interesting at that moment, which is holistic weight management. For me, it was the first ever to read or to hear about something called holistic and weight management. So I decided to take this qualification and started to learn. And while I started to learn, I came across something was really interesting to me, and it was mind blowing, which is mindset. It was my first time ever 5 years ago to hear about something called mindset. And believe it or not, since I just started to shift my mindset, only my mindset, I was able to achieve this healthy body once. And since then, I didn't gain any excess fat again. Why mindset was this important to me? Because every time I started a diet, I'm coming from a place I want to lose. I want to lose weight. I want to lose. And that what made us, or made me especially, I feel every time I lose weight, I lose my self-confidence. I lose my self-identity. I lose my self-worth. I lose my self-respect even. Once I shifted all of this to a whole new way of thinking, that I'm worth enough, I'm good enough, I love myself, I accept my body as it is. My body is the ultimate gift. I should be grateful. I started to practice gratefulness and started to practice self-care daily for 5-10 minutes only. 5-10 minutes. I'm a mom of 3 boys. I had enough already on my plate. I don't want someone to add more stuff on my plate, like meal plans, like exercise plans, like go to the gym 3 times a day. Thank you. I know how important exercise is, but in the same time, my life is full of stress. So I started to manage stress, not to add stress. This is the difference. I started a whole journey. I call it a graceful journey based on self love. self-respect, self-acceptance. To be honest, I enjoyed every single food that I love. I enjoyed rice, I enjoyed ice cream, I enjoyed everything. I loved pasta. I still, till now, enjoy all of these favorite food, but everything in moderation. How did I come to moderation? While I struggled for 20 years between two extremes, extremes overweight or overeating and extremes undereating into diet, how did I come finally to this moderation? Once I started to focus on my health. Stop losing weight. That's enough. Start gaining health. And one of the things that I have learned to gain my health back is like taking care of my emotional health as well. And I did this by unfollowing the fake followers that we all follow on Instagram. We all see these fake apps, this fake bot, this fake kind of body, and we all compare ourselves with these fake standards. And we all want, as women, to meet these unrealistic standards, and this devastates us. It has a very bad and negative impact on us, which reflects on our self-image and self body image, and all resulted for me to emotional eating episodes. So I was able to overcome all of these emotional struggles, emotional eating, start laughing, overcoming my depression. And I didn't only reach my healthy weight and my healthy body. And by the way, I don't have abs. I don't care about having six packs. I really care about looking feminine, graceful, being healthy in my own skin. That's all it matters. And by the way, I didn't only achieve this healthy body, but I also reversed all of my health conditions. I was able to overcome hypothyroid. I was able to overcome my vitamin B and D deficiencies. And most importantly, I was able to overcome my clinical depression. And since then, I started to educate women to start a healthy relationship or a healthy journey based on a healthy relationship with your body, a healthy relationship with food, based a healthy relationship based on self-love and self-respect. This is all that matters. This is your own body. No one will appreciate if you didn't appreciate it yourself. So this is my message to everyone, that I was able to achieve my healthy body that I was struggling to achieve since I was a teenager. Finally, when I am approaching my 40 years old, looking better than ever, looking healthier than ever. Even I reversed even my age. Some people might tell me, man, you don't look 40, you look 30. And I feel grateful. That all became because of my mindset changes. I transformed my mindset before starting to transform my body. And it all comes to you to accept, love, and nourish your mindset and nourish the body that it sticks with you forever. Thank you so much for having me tonight. I'm so grateful, and I wish you can take my message and share it with every woman who struggles with weight and weight loss. Stop losing weight, stop losing your mindset and your mental health, and start gaining instead, gaining your health back, your emotional health back, and your identity back. Thank you so much.